Hey guys, how's it going? So, I made a Beyond Meat video and it didn't do very well, and I thought I'd do a video I know will do very well. And it's kind of a clickbait, but at the same time, I really do think that Nordic American Tanker is a pump and dump. And I will speak explaining why in this video. If you're not aware, this is what a pump and dump means. It's a form of security fraud that involves artificially inflating the price of its own stock through false and misleading positive sentiments in order to sell the cheaply purchased stock at a higher price. This basically, yeah, that's a pump and dump. I do think it is. It's illegal, yes, but I've been watching a show called Billions, and basically the main character runs a firm that, basically does pump and dumps. They're legal, and the SEC is trying to find proof to take down these guys because they're trading on inside information. Maybe they pump and dump stocks, but, and the SEC is trying to find ways to take down this firm. Yeah, just saying. So, I'm on season 2 right now. Season 1 was kind of boring. Season 2 is much better. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, then by all means, give me a thumbs down. I would love an honest opinion if you think I'm wrong and you think this video is stupid, and please give me a thumbs down. So what I mean by pump and dump, so basically what I think was, a bunch of investors bought the stock when it was low, when it was $2.46, $2.40. And then what happened, they got Jeremy and Jim Cramer to promote the stock, which caused the stock. And then not on top of that too, I also believe that there is some firms out there that is temporarily pushing the stock price up with a magic button. Because in Billions, basically, one guy was he's on his computer and he pressed a button on his keyboard, and then suddenly the stock price would go up and up and up. So basically, a bunch of people, they hyped up the stock, and then they pumped the stock, and then it attracted traders, and then it pushed the stock up really high, and then the people who bought it at $2.46, $2.56 sold out at 250 to 300% profit. Boom! Wealth transfer, and then the stock sold off massively. I bought the bounce, but then I realized that the stock was downtrending. I noticed the entire sector was downtrending, so I sold out I resold my position at a small profit, and then I was right because now the stock price is down to $5.12. At this point, it could be fair value. I mean, I still think that there's a possibility it could go down to $4. At $4, I think, it's a good price to get in at, but at the same time, there is also a possibility that the stock price could go down even lower, back to $3. But that is a unlikely scenario. I say 10% chance that it goes down to $3. I say about 40% chance it goes down to $4. $5 is okay, but you're not gonna make a huge amount of money if you're hoping it. The best scenario I would say is this stock pops back to $6 if the entire tanker stock is all bullish again. But in order for it to be bullish, hedge funds have to come in. And right now, hedge funds are probably not interested in wealth transferring to retail investors unless there was some positive news. And then on top of that, you also gotta think about the tankers. They're not a growth stock. They are established business. So and the fact that there's a lot of retail investors, hedge funds like to stay away from highly leveraged retail investors base because it's a wealth transfers. They're transferring their wealth to the retail investors. So because there's a lot of retail investors involved in Nordic American Tankers and the tanker stocks in general, I think at the end of the day, this is my opinion, but these tankers are probably not going to go up massively unless this scenario of oil glut carries on to 2021 and we haven't found a vaccine, until like mid 2021, then yes, these tankers could go up a lot more, like a lot higher because of the oil glut. But who knows? We'll see what happens. It's, I think, in my opinion, the lower you can buy Nordic American Tanker, the safer it becomes, and the higher dividends you get, because you get more shares. That means you get paid more dividends. So that's my opinion. $5 could be a buy as a trade, but I say $4 is like a no-brainer. Anything lower is like on sale, basically. That's my opinion. So I want to comment on borrowed time. This guy seems very dedicated. Like, he seems very smart, and he knows how the market works, and he understands it, and he's heavily invested in the tankers because it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense because tankers are making a lot of money in the short term right now. Long term, we have no idea. 2-3 years down the road, we have no idea. But tankers. But right now, in the short term, they are making a decent amount of money. So if you're after the dividend, you will get paid your dividends. But I just think that because tankers are so heavily retailed that traders, not traders, hedge funds are not going to come in and pump all these stocks up. That's what I think, my opinion. So I also, when I discovered Daniel Prong, I knew his channel was going to grow massively. I think he struck lucky because he was talking, like, at first he was talking about weed stocks. So he was talking about weed stocks way back in the day, and I was like, this guy has a really good voice. And then he started making Aurora videos, which built up an audience. Now that he has a huge audience, he's basically completely staying away from weed stocks, and he's talking specifically about safer investments, which is actually a smart thing. He's really passionate. He tries a lot, and I think there's a possibility because of his voice and how he looks. He has a very good voice. His voice is clear. It's like, and his videos are scripted, I think, and straight to the point. And he seems like a smart person overall. That's why I think his channel is doing extremely well, and I think he's gonna grow massively. I think he could grow on the level of Jeremy. I think his subscriber base one day will surpass Jeremy, but that's my opinion. We'll see what happens. Borrowed time. He's smart, but he looks very Asian. He looks Asian, and I don't know. It's just, I would be shocked if he grew as big as Daniel Prong. If he did, I'd be pissed because I don't know. I think he'll grow. But on the level of Daniel Prong, I don't think so. That's just my opinion, right? It's just because his voice is not heavenly like Daniel. It's kind of generic. But that's my opinion. We'll see if his channel grows. But in the meantime, I think it'll grow like 2, 3, maybe 10,000. But I don't think he's going to grow on the level of Daniel Prong. I think Daniel Prong could compete with Graham Stephan in the future. We'll see though. And I think that Daniel Prong has struck gold. And if he focuses on his YouTube, he will become a millionaire in the future. Why? Because he saves every penny, he says. He invests into the stock market, and he's smart with his money. So I think with this increase in revenue from YouTube, he's probably making close to $5,000 to $10,000 a month on YouTube right now. Daniel Prong, I can almost guarantee you, but he's probably not going to review how much money he makes. He might. I hope he does. That would be a very interesting video. How much money I make off YouTube. If he made a video like that, yeah, that would be awesome. I would definitely watch it. But I'm very interested. I don't know if he wants to disclose that. Graham Stephan disclosed how much money he makes, but I don't know if Daniel Prong's gonna do it. I do love to hear how much money he makes off of YouTube. Anyways, moving on. Nordic American Tankers right now, $753 million market cap is not bad, but I think that, you know, there's another thing I wanted to bring up that I thought was kind of interesting. If we look at the financial statements of Nordic, it went from $32 million to $200 million with $12 million profit, right? Next quarter, how much more revenue will they generate? Like, when they announce earnings, is it going to be $300 million with $50 million profit? Which still does not translate into a huge amount of dividend because they have 150 million shares. So if they paid all 50 million shares, that's only like 30 cents of dividends. Is that a lot? I don't know. Could be. It all depends on the person. But I don't know. Like, I don't see them, unless their cost of revenue goes down dramatically, which is a possibility, simply because they don't have to pay people for the revenue, because these tankers are just sitting on the water. So the cost of revenue could go down quite dramatically, which will increase the profit, and we could see $150 million. If Nordic American Tanker makes $150 million of profit in one quarter, I think the stock will skyrocket in a big way. We'll see. You know, Jim Cramer promoted the Nordic American Tanker. I felt like they got paid. Well, he definitely got paid to do a video on Nordic American Tankers. And I also think Jeremy is getting paid by Nordic to promote them. Because you have to think about this. Why doesn't Jeremy make a video on other tankers? Why is he only talking specifically about Nordic American Tankers? I think Nordic American Tankers paid him to promote Nordic. That's why he doesn't come out and talk about other tanker stocks. He doesn't talk about anything else. He doesn't talk about DHT. He doesn't talk about Frontlines. He doesn't talk about TK Tankers. He doesn't talk about any tanker stocks. All he talks about is Nordic American Tankers, which to me is a little strange. Like he's getting paid to promote Nordic American Tankers. I could be wrong. Pure speculation on my part. You know, I think too much, and sometimes it leads to, you know, thinking that Jeremy is getting paid to promote Nordic. But that's my opinion. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content. Give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. Subscribe for future updates, and have a great day. Bye.